to go by 4:00 in a long time. So we were down at Cassopolis in Midwest,
Yeah.
which is an hour and a half from my house. Normally we're there until 1:30, which gives us an hour when we get back to set up somewhere locally. We did our new brewery, Trail Point Brewing Company in Allendale, which is 25 minutes further north of my house. So almost a 2-hour drive. Yeah,
Allendale's north of your house?
yes.
Oh wow,
Yep.
I didn't realize it was north. I thought it was like you're coming back.
Nope. So we had
Okay.
2 hours, so we had to be on the road by 1:30, leaving Cassopolis
Yeah,
in order to give us time to be able to set up. So I try not to do that,
yeah, I can see how that would push it.
but yeah, if we're within a half an hour of each other, we do have some spots. So we're going to start doing. There's a Sparrow Hospital in Ionia that we're going to be at about once a month, and that's kind of far out. That's about a 45 minute from our house. So, trying to make conscious efforts. We try to do things that are close to each other. It's nice not to have to rush. Um, but I also, for our opening couple weeks, the way I scheduled our lunches and dinners, um, we have known entities and known high volume areas and subdivisions, um, and thus those that are a little bit less than that. So it appears that I had the forethought to stagger those. So a really, really busy subdivision that we're going to do $1,300 at will pair up with a okay lunch location to
Yeah,
kind of offset them. Um, that way we're not doing a super duper busy lunch and a super duper busy dinner. Um, and so far it's worked out.
makes sense. I mean, I
And
get
I
that.
like to think that I did it intentionally, maybe subconsciously, but I did it intentionally. So, um, yeah, because we've pulled into some of our busier subdivisions running super light on food after having a really busy lunch, and still that can happen, and we welcome it. But
Does that um does that bother you?
what?
Like, does that bother you that you had a great lunch, but that you
Hmm.
go to this sub that you've probably been to before, that's probably a decent sub, and you run out super early?
Yeah, I mean, well, yes and no. I mean, I'm never going to complain about making food.
No, I
We
guess.
never make less food.
Do you worry about the sub not wanting you back because you ran out super early because you had a good lunch?
Yes, sometimes. Um, we try not to let it happen back to back times. So when that sub comes up again, we'll cook extra just to make sure that we have. Or if we start to have a busy lunch, we've cut off lunch sales. Like we've stopped lunch early.
Yeah, because you just know that it's,
But now this year,
and then that'll bite you in the ass because you don't have a
then
good
you have a
sub
slow
night.
lunch. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we had this. I think it was Tuesday. Um, when we were hopping for lunch, and Chris, I had to go do some shopping, and Chris texted me and said, "Do you want me to cut off at a certain point?" I said, "Nope, sell it while we know we can sell it. We have people there ready to buy food. We don't know what the night's going to be.
yeah,
There's a chance no one, or not no one shows up, but you know what I mean. It's a weird night, and there's a whole bunch of activities going on in the community or whatever, school plays and blah 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 blah, and sell it while
yeah.
you can sell it. So I think that's where we're going to be at. We used to do that quite a bit last year, where we would hold food. But F it, man. I'll run in light some places, and if that means we piss people off, then we piss people off. We actually had that happen. I think it was, yeah, it was one of our subs. I don't remember where we were out of brisket and out of ribs going into dinner. We only had pork left. And a guy talked very firmly to Chris at the subdivision, who
Oh,
was on the board. He didn't say he was on the board of what. I'm assuming like the homeowners association.
yeah, yeah. I know what you're doing. Yeah,
Said that like 3 times that he was on the board. I want to make it very clear that he was a decision maker. Um, said that we should not commit if we don't have food to sell. Meanwhile, we have a trailer full of food, just not the particular items he wanted. we ignored them. Our host, the one who actually schedules the food trucks, was behind him, like 3 people in line. And I apologized to her. I said, sorry if you get an email from Dick here. But she's like, I don't care. I hope you guys sell out every time you come here. So, and that's how most of our hosts are. They understand. And they're more than willing to put that as part of their Facebook messaging or emails that they send out.
Yeah.
That, hey, this is the truck we have coming. Just so you know, they have a tendency to run out of food. If you want particular items, be there at 4 o'clock.
Yep.
So,
yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
And these are the subdivisions that we are booking this year. The other ones, we're done with. You know, the ones that have had lackluster sales or hosts that don't understand,
yeah,
we're not even bothering with this year. So we're really trying to optimize our relationships with the really good spots.
Yeah, you kind of have to. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah.
Not sure if that answered any of your question.
No, I mean it. Yes. I do worry about going to new subs and then them not wanting me back because I sold out, or I didn't bring enough because I didn't know how good the sub was going to be, or whatever it is.
Need to grab a couple comments real quick. Shane said he's running out to pick up their new food vending trailer. He'll finish listening at Spotify when it's released. Congratulations, Shane, on the new food trailer.
Share some pictures with us, man.
Yeah, man. Love to see some pictures. Put it right on our Facebook. We'd love to see that.
Yep.
And then also JT, he said he needs to find better locations for lunches. Dinners are great, but not so much lunch. And I'm just the opposite. We usually rock for lunch. That's usually our better half of the day, and we've always struggled with finding good dinner spots. So,
so funny thing about JT, real quick. Sorry, let me interrupt.
No.
So, JT's been open twice, well, that I know of. They had a great $1,500 lunch. Congratulations, first time open. Sold out everything.
That's a good lunch.
That's a great lunch. I was sitting there with $189 in sales on a Friday.
So you really didn't like me sending you screenshots of our progress for the week, huh?
Anyway,
you could have just sent a fuck you to me, and I would have stopped.
I wouldn't. I would never do that to you. And then number 2 is, so I text him, or he bought a buffalo chopper, and I thought he was trying to sell it to me, but anyway, I asked him. He said the next day he was doing ribs. I'm like, okay. So I text him, or when I messaged him back, I said, so how did rib day go? He's like, we sold 21 racks and hold on, what was the thing? I'm sure he'll say it here real quick, but it was 21 racks in sold out of 21 racks in about 45 minutes. Full rack and sides, $30.
Yeah.
I'm like, good on you, bud. Good job. I said, damn it, man. I did 9 sales for $345 yesterday.
That was when I was complaining. I got the same text when I was complaining about not us hitting 8,000 for the day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 8,000. Anyway. So congratulations, JT, on your second day being out. Keep killing it, bud. Yeah. Keep killing
it. Justin Harris, we ran out once, and I just said, "Wow, you guys really loved us. We'll have to bring extra food next time." And we say the same thing.
That's a good, that's a good response for sure.
Most lunches, I know if it's going to be busy, so I'll build in shopping time between lunch and dinner setups. He said he's also told people that food trucks have limited space and sellouts happen. Yep. I think it's all how you message it back to your people. Especially for us, we leave our service window open while we're cleaning up and stuff, because I can't handle feeling like I'm in a closed box. I need the daylight and to be able to see out. So yeah, we have people walking up to us while we're cleaning up and stuff, and that's a good opportunity to have some of those conversations. So,
absolutely.
Most of the subs that we are setting up in currently, they all understand. So, yeah, we had one subdivision this week that 9 out of 10 times we sell out there, and we actually had a pretty slow lunch that day. And then we turned around and did a $1,300 dinner there and didn't run out of food. And it was nice to be able to see people not because the first question is, do you guys have everything? Like,
That's
yeah,
like, yeah, that's the first question. It's like,
yeah,
yeah, I definitely have everything. Go ahead,
yep,
whatever you need. Come on, do you want to buy it
yeah. Because
all? Here's a
you,
deal.
you get the people like at like 6 o'clock. They're like a little skittish. Like, do you guys still have food? Yep, you made it. Good job. I got a
Yeah,
pound of pork and a pound of pork free. Buy one, get one.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, ready to go home.
15 minutes before you open.
Yeah.
Do you have chicken tenders and fries on your menu? Sir, menu's right there, bud.
Yeah. Do you see them on the menu?
Do you ever get asked for chicken tenders and fries?
Fries.
I get asked for chicken tenders and fries all the time, like
Yeah,
together.
I don't know that
Like,
I've ever heard anybody ask for chicken tenders, but fries are a pretty common one.
so we did find. So I do have a small topic, and
Okay.
um, speaking with. So we tried to start this food truck podcast uh, over
Still
a year
trying to do
ago.
it.
Yeah, we're amateurs.
We're
Over a
almost to
year
2 years.
ago about what to try to gear it towards new trucks. And one thing I can't emphasize the most now that I've actually done more research on it is wherever you go and whatever you decide to do your research on where you're like what the municipalities and what
Yeah.
they require, and be prepared to like submit to whatever they want, like to set up in their jurisdiction, their municipality, whatever.
Yeah.
Know that if they're asking you for a driver's license, they're probably going to run a background check on you. I'm finding that there's a lot of areas that really don't know anything about food trucks, and they're still running like peddlers permits, and they think you might be a door-to-door sales guy, or they're going to equate you to a door-to-door sales guy, and they want to make sure that you're clean. So if you do have something on your record that you're worried about, be an agent of change. If they tell you that, yeah, we're probably going to deny you, do whatever you can to maybe have a meeting with your local representatives and say, hey, we're not these people. We're trying to, there's no difference really between me and the guy at McDonald's. We're both in a stationary location, and we're both selling food. So do your research on that sort of stuff, and don't get discouraged if people tell you no. The big thing on sales, I've been in sales for 20 something years, is don't be afraid to hear no. Do what you can to be an agent of change, to help your leaders understand. Leaders is a strong word, but help your representatives of your municipalities understand what you're doing. And at the end of the day, maybe that could open up more opportunities for you because you were that person that did that, took it to that step. And it may be a long and arduous process, but at the end of the day, you're building relationships with communities. And that's a strong layer of being a good food truck operator, being a business owner, is the building relationships with anybody that you possibly can. There's my rant for the day.
Yeah, I think it was this last week that I saw a horror story about Clinton Township.
Oh,
But they were
oh,
requiring all GFI outlets in the trailers and trucks.
yep, I saw that.
That is absolutely absurd. But when I get my second trailer, I guarantee you that's the way it's going to be. I'm going to say,
Yeah,
can you put all GFIs in there just in case? Like,
just in case, right?
yep.
Like it's the other thing. There's another one out in, again, this is all East Side stuff, but they, for fire inspection, they may require you to if your generator is on your trailer to remove it from your trailer. I'm like, what happens if they're built in? It's like a fire code where it's like within a certain distance. I can only imagine those. You see the actual food truck that have their generators mounted to the front grill of their truck.
Mhm.
Like, you got two engines back to back. I can only imagine what some fire inspector is going to say about that. But and that's the thing.
Justin's leaving us. He said, "Have a good week." You too, bud.
See you, pal.
Sorry.
Yeah, I just, a lot of these. I know our friend Brandon from Num Num Ninjas working on lobbying Congress to adopt food truck rules.
Yeah, it would be nice to see national standards. I mean, I'd settle for state standards. A state inspection for fire code would be fantastic.
It would be, because you get one from one and you go to another county and it's completely different, or it's more stuff added. Wayne County wants you to have an automatic door closer on your door.
So it's Kent County.
Yeah.
Kent County. Well, it's, windows are supposed to be that way too.
Yeah, we do. The county's over
or
here.
An air curtain.
Or an air curtain, yeah.
Yep.
Just imagine now that the cost of that guy. But, and that's the thing, is like, these are all different, and it's really puts strain on food truck operators to, be invited to other places. Like, if I wanted to hire somebody and they had a felony on their record, they did something stupid back in the day, and they paid their dues or whatever, and I decided to give them a shot, I couldn't send them, to Washtenaw County because they require that. And then you have counties, and then you have the townships within that county that are requiring different things. So anybody that's listening, be an agent of change and do what you can to help your representatives understand what food trucking's all about. Be who you are, like, and just help them out. Help them understand. Don't take no for. I'm gonna say you can take no for an answer, but don't just make it the end all be all. Be an agent of change.
Excellent. Indiana's working on a statewide code and not this different by county stuff. So good. A lot of times it takes a state to kind of put something together, and for other states to be able to look at it and like, yep, this makes sense, and then just tweak it a little bit or not at all. And
Georgia was like that. You had to get licensed in every county, and they made it one. I don't know if they've done everything else. Indiana right now, you have to be licensed in every county and have a commissary.
So it kind of like with KCBS and the whole proclamation stuff from the governor. Once we were able to get some written proclamations from some other states to be able to hand nice. Skippy's currently dying. You had the verbiage already set to go. You just had to get it then in front of the right person, type of thing. So maybe if a couple of these states, especially in our general vicinity, can get something that looks good down, and then it's easier to get it, signed if it's in front of the right people. So without having to do the legwork themselves.
Absolutely.
Yes.
100.
We will either have a bonus episode of the show next week, sometime soon, or an interview that we are pre-recording for next week's episode. We're still working on time, but we have Sheldon K with the Food Truck Operators or Food Truck Owners Expo.
Is that Cooper with a K? We have Big Bang Theory?
Not Cooper, Sheldon K.
Oh, like K-A-Y?
K-A-Y-E.
Oh.
Let's see, Food Truck. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. I know Bill Moore is promoting it pretty good on his Facebook pages. Food Truck Owner. Guys, I want to see owners. There we go. I know they're doing one in Texas this summer. That is not Houston, Texas, July 29th and 30th at the Humboldt Civic Center, and then November 12th and 13th in Osceola Heritage Park in Orlando, Florida. I think Skippy and I are kind of eyeing going, maybe.
Yeah, do a
So,
live.
anyways, one of the organizers wanted to know if they could come and talk to us about the show and hopefully some other stuff. But yeah, it looks good. Maybe Skippy and I will try to get media pages and do a show from there or something.
I mean, you can't get any more mainstream media than us, right?
I know, with all our followers.
I mean,
JT, no commissary in Indiana necessary. Well, at least not in Bartholomew County. As long as it has a hand wash and 3 bays set up, it will pass. I think it's pretty much where Michigan is. I don't think there's any counties that require a commissary.
not in Michigan, but I
Because
know.
the STF fuel license is statewide, so.
Oh, I thought you had to have a commissary.
Huh?
I thought in Indiana, the other person I talked to in Indiana said that, but I understand.
So I'm seeing, let's see here. Trying to see who is, if I can find if anybody's on a list yet for speakers and or saying who should attend: mobile food vendors, brick and mortar restaurants, new and potential owners, and other business trucks.
I did have an opportunity to go to the GFS food show this week.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Unfortunately, after I accepted, I received a catering gig.
Oh.
So now I'm unable to go. You can go in my place for you if it's over here, but more than welcome to go in my place.
In Texas, the list of education topics, not bad. We have health inspection tips, insuring your business, licensing tips and navigation, building the food truck from bolts to menu board, how do I source, how to avoid waste, writing business plans, how to create cost of goods and revenues. I mean, this is basically just our show. Oh, sorry, Skippy's had a phone call. Yeah, and then I know there's a trade show involved with it too, besides the education pieces. So, Bernie, New York is commissary required and permits license in each county you go. Some counties are combined under state. However, they are like the northernmost counties and western counties. JT, it varies by county in Indiana, which is frustrating. My county doesn't require it, but the next county over does. Ugh. And then Bernie again. So for me, by Albany, I serve in 6 counties on average each year, and going to Massachusetts each year is a whole different topic. Yeah. That, Bernie, is why I won't go out of state unless it's a very private catered event, where I'll roll the dice on someone shutting us down. We have a company private event in Indiana this year, so that we're going to sneak in and out real quick for an hour-long lunch. But yeah, I mean, it's so stupid. Federal standards would be amazing, but I don't think we'll ever get to that point. But if we could just get to statewide, would be nice. Would make things a whole lot easier for food truck operators. And Skippy is
sorry.
back.
My apologies.
It's okay. Everything okay?
Just people not happy. It's all good.
Yeah. Okay. Because of you?
No, not because of me. Just so
general unhappiness.
No, like I love our food truck community, but sometimes there's people that just like to bitch and complain. Here's a quick update because I know I put it out there a while back, but me and another food truck that we had on our podcast, Tiki Sam, started the Jackson Area Food Truck Association. First of all, I don't know what the hell I was thinking about trying to start this, and being the guy who kind of takes most things on.
I don't know.
Yeah,
should have warned you.
Glutton for punishment. What can I say? Anyway, so we've made some agreements with some venues that are, I believe, are going to be huge for us as a food truck community, which is awesome. We have Cascade Falls, which is basically a large man-made lit up waterfall that plays, lights to music, things like that. Well, their first event is in May, and they're actually doing a historical marker unveiling. And so we're going to be there. Our food truck's going to be there for that. We've got 3 events with them. The local Ellisharp Park, which runs a museum too, and a planetarium, wants us to do Food Truck Wednesdays, where like every other Wednesday we do like mini food truck rallies there. So there's a lot of interest, and I worry that in our little community of Jackson County, which is probably 40,000 people, I don't want to saturate it too much with food truck events, to where Joe Blow's food truck can't set up on the corner and make $1,000 because somebody's waiting for a food truck rally. So I worry about that. But other than that, it's a lot of good stuff is happening. I got a little bit of information when we had Kevin, I believe, from the Underground Cookie Club. Is that his name, Kevin?
No.
Sorry. No, Kevin's with Sober Eats.
But now that you've said a name,
That's all that's in your head.
It's all gone.
So when we had the president of the Grand Rapids Food Truck Association,
Alan. Jesus.
Alan, there we go. We had him on. I picked his brain a little bit, got information from that. We're trying to make it so, and then we had people not show up at a meeting where we really said, hey, what days are you available? And now they're like, oh, I want to be part of this. And I'm like, well, I'll see what I can do to fit you in. Because I guess I don't want anybody to be upset if they weren't included to begin with because I didn't know about them. But I can just imagine that, certain people are just never going to be happy. So anyway, but we have a lot of good stuff coming to our little community, and hopefully we can make it bigger.
There was some conversation more about stuff.
JT's awesome rib day.
No, licensing and stuff, county by county.
Oh yeah.
And Bernie actually goes into a different state, which is a whole nother thing.
Thought about it.
So I had mentioned how I don't go into other states because of that. I don't want to even have to learn all new stuff. But we are doing
Ohio is easy. Like
Ohio?
There's a lot of events over in our area that like in Toledo,
and
a lot of Michigan trucks will go down to Toledo and all they have to do is pull an on-site permit and that's it.
Because they don't care about anything.
Well, I get it. It's Toledo and it's Ohio, but still.
Hillbillies and
people
eating their own feces. Anything they can have off of food trucks is a better thing. Sorry. Anyways, I love all our Ohio people that are listening. I'm just kidding. Go blue.
Go green.
That's why we flush twice up here to make sure it gets all the way down to Columbus.
Wow. You said the latest thing about Ryan
Ohio State, the sinking ship that is their football program? Yeah.
Michigan stealing more Ohio State stuff when they stole their coach.
Yep. Go blue, baby.
Go green.
Suck it. Nuts. Anyways, we are doing a private event. We're doing an Aetna event in South Bend. But it's
a private event.
It's a private event. So Bernie says, settle the debate. If serving at a private event, do you still need a permit or to be licensed? For example, 100-person private graduation party or vending at a business on private property. My understanding of the laws
it depends on who you ask.
Ordinances that I have read. No,
yes.
You don't need to be licensed. As long as you are not selling to the public, you don't need it.
So I'm the opposite. If you ask your representatives from the municipality that you're going to, they will absolutely tell you that you need a license. Because if somebody gets sick, they want to know where it came from. Now, does anybody ever pull a permit for a private gig? Probably not.
See, Grand Haven told us we didn't need one.
See,
So
in my
we
in
can't
Wayne,
we can't set up to sell to the public. But if we want to do a private catered thing, they have no problem with it.
see Wayne
We don't
County.
even need to let them. Yeah.
I got my neighbor who was a complete a-hole at the time, called the health department on me because I was catering and I was cooking, obviously, out of my trailer, but still catering. And they said that I was that I needed a license. I'm like, no, I don't. I'm not serving to the public. If anything, you're hired as a private chef.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Is you're hired as a private chef. Private chefs don't necessarily need a license, so they just need
Worst
to know how to cook.
case, just lie.
Yes.
And you are the brother of an employee who was just coming in to serve some
Yeah.
people lunch. You're testing out a menu. Nothing's being sold. And
Let's not call it a lie. Let's just call it a strong fib.
yeah, you're stretching the truth a little bit. Yeah.
Anyway.
F government.
Anyway.
Bring on the Civil War. I'm ready.
Oh boy. Anyway, we're not going to advertise our people to lie.
Yeah, there is no legal advice here.
Yes.
We're not responsible for you doing any of the things that we do.
Yes, we're amateurs.
Yeah.
What other? Is that it? Was that it? Any other?
That's all good.
No. Any other comments?
No, that's it. We're all caught up.
Your eyes are bothering you.
Yeah, I got something in them.
Yeah.
Oh, probably charcoal.
Probably. You can buy Fogo at Home Depot now.
Nice.
$20, $25 a bag, something like that.
I saw it at Ace too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting to. I'm gonna pick up some. Order a couple bags of harder wood.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you heard me. Comes in a blue bag. No,
Yeah, it does. The little blue bag.
Yeah, I think it's called harder wood. I'm almost positive that's what it was called.
Oh God. Harder wood, really?
Let me look real quick. I have it saved somewhere.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's called harder charcoal. Harder charcoal.
All right.
But pretty much the same stuff as Fogo.
Cheaper?
Rainforest trimmings, cheaper, and I can get it also in bulk. So 33 pound bags for $671 delivered.
So I asked my local Sam's guy, because that's where I get my pellets from. Never had a problem with them. They're always good. What it would cost me to buy it in bulk, like a pallet.
Okay.
He said there's absolutely zero discount. I'm like, oh. It was like after the math was like $714 or $750. Sorry, to buy a pallet. Now the pallet would last me like forever because they're 40-pound bags and I think there is. I think you said there was 30 on a pallet.
So yeah, I was going through like a bag of Fogo a day ish, a little less than a bag. So it was about 5 bags for 6 days.
I'm going through like I'm gonna say in an overnight cook. You keep your smoker running, so
yeah.
How's everything holding up after all the?
Good.
Work?
Thanks for asking. Thank you, Jay Craig. Yeah, no, it's running great. Outside of that end that they cut off and redid, it's a little hot to the touch when it's really rolling. So, but now we know after a couple burned fingertips, don't touch there.
No touch-o.
No touch-o. Anything that's stainless steel, don't touch. So yeah, I don't know if the insulation just settled or whatever. But it's fine.
Or they just didn't put any in.
That could be too.
Well, actually, if they didn't put any in, you would notice that you're going through more charcoal. Are you going through more charcoal?
It's hard to tell because the chute's bigger now.
Oh, so it's like wider?
Yeah. It definitely holds more charcoal than it did before. So it's hard to tell.
Just wait till he has a gravity-fed outlaw.
I've been asking for
I
a couple of years now.
I asked for a gas assist and he won't do it.
Yeah. If he builds one, I will buy one. I will be his first sale.
Well, one girl
For
who
that.
turned a pellet hopper, put a pellet hopper on a Jambo.
Jesus Christ. Sacrilegious.
Uh,
Sacrilege.
Candy Weaver is a barbecuer's delight pellet company or whatever.
Yeah, JT said I'll send you Steve's number in Kentucky for Somerset pellets. They are awesome. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna try out some harder charcoal
Yeah.
and see what interesting. German Quality GmbH LLC is their contact information out of Miami, Florida, and South American wood charcoal. It's global. But yeah, they have on their website, they have a wholesale link. I can order wholesale just off their website without having to contact sales, which is nice.
Well, that's good.
And they're, so for that, let's see, it was, I think less than $1 a pound delivered. What was it? Let's see here. Let's do math.
Don't hurt yourself.
Oh, so yeah, I mean, if I went down to I'd probably go the medium-sized lump charcoal because the big is usually too big. It's made more for like green eggs and stuff. So if I go down to the medium, it's 88 bags on a pallet. They're 10-pound bags.
Green eggs
So
and
880 pounds of charcoal for $600 delivered. So, yeah, not bad. $0.70 a pound, roughly. So, which is cheaper than even Cowboy at Meijer most days, unless they're running a really good sale. So, and I will still stand by the newer Cowboy charcoal that they are putting out. It's much better than it ever was. The new plastic, you have to get the plastic bags. They're plastic e-bags, the 15-pounders.
Plastic e-bags?
Yeah, not the paper bags. Let's see. Well, we got some more shit coming through. JT says an old hickory would be cheaper, and Jay won't do it. He says, I've been barking up that tree for a while. JT, keep barking. So will I. Eventually, he'll have to give in.
A gas assist outlaw would be perfect. Just frickin' do it.
Bernie says a show sponsor or a coupon code. I'm working on it, Bernie. I'm working on it. Ideally, we won't promote anything that we don't think is a good product. So I want to make sure that I get some first and that it's worthwhile before we reach out for any of that stuff. But yes, they are definitely on my list for show sponsorship. Harder charcoal, and I'm going to hit up Jay Craig too. So see if he wants to be a part of our great show. I know he listens, so get on it, Jay.
Come on, Jay.
Thank you. Well, he kind of listens. He every once in a while he says,
"Frickin' Jay does everything. Why not just do that?"
Yeah,
frickin' Jay.
Yeah, Jay. Then you don't have to keep fixing mine.
Exactly. Damn it, Jay.
Damn it, Jay. All right, that's all I got. I'm done for the day.
Yeah, I gotta go. I got a brisket out there that I gotta go wrap.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
The temperature looks like it's getting done a little bit faster than I thought it was going to. So.
Well, we can't stop the show early.
Oh.
That's 6 minutes.
What event are you looking most forward to this year?
Well, it was Irish and Ionia.
Well, okay then. Well, then I'll go. I'll let you think.
All right.
We are finally, because now I feel more comfortable doing a drop off and a non-drop off on the same day. Our Art Beer and Wine Festival. After 3 years, I'm now getting into it. And also our Hodder Jubilee that is going to be tough as nails. Will also be that. But yeah, that's our thing. Those two are the first day of the Hodder Jubilee. I'm actually going to use the other trailer. I got to use 2 trailers that day.
Nice.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to our events this year. It's a big part of our business this year, so that's good. Festival wise, we didn't get into a ton that we haven't been to already. Hoping the Kentwood events are good and the Food Truck Friday events are good. We had a couple big festivals that either we didn't get into or we booked otherwise while we were waiting to hear if we got in.
Yeah, horrible.
Oh, I forgot the hospice thing that you
Yes.
sent over.
Mm-hmm.
They said they are. JT said he wanted to outlaw rotisserie. They said they are 99% sure after talking to the DeVos place. Those of you that aren't aware of the DeVos place in Grand Rapids, it's a pretty good sized convention space where they do all our boat shows and auto shows and all the shows. Anyways, they said they're pretty sure I'll be able to pull the trailer in onto the into the show floor and do our normal stuff. So
As long as you're
I
not
am
cooking,
waiting.
you'd have to
Well,
shut the
we'd have
smoker
to.
down.
Why?
I mean, they'd have to have a really, really good ventilation system.
They do. So I'm waiting to. She said they were getting the food truck requirements from them, and I told her as soon as I hear that we are 100% sure, I will sign up. But I don't want to commit before we know for sure.
It's an event for a good cause, but it's
Yeah,
also
I know, but I don't want to try to do it out of a couple tents and a couple tables.
no, not at all. Yeah.
So, because that doesn't reflect us well.
This is the event last year that I got yelled at by the venue owner because I pulled over to the side of the road because I didn't know where to park, and they're like there's so many signs on this one road that say vote no on party barns. And this is what they call a party barn, wedding venue, party barns. And she kept yelling at me that she was going to get a ticket and I was going to get a ticket, and she's just an angry elf. But yeah, so they moved it to a different venue, I assume because they didn't want that lady there anymore. But yeah, we're definitely going to go back.
Nice. Yeah.
If you can pick up a catering gig from that, you made your money.
Yeah.
And they're all high end people because it's like $75 a ticket, I think, to get in. $50 to $75 a ticket.
Damn.
And you get like 3 tokens, and then you can buy more tokens, which everybody's buying more tokens. So, and a cash bar, like, come on.
Yeah, so I think hopefully we're gonna make that work. So
good for you.
I think we'll kind of wrap things up a little bit. We'll do what we do on the truck as a slow close. Make sure that you guys find us on our social medias.
I had 3,000 followers today.
I saw that. Congratulations. We just on Saturday we hit 11. So
11 followers. Great job, Josh. Let's get a round of applause for Josh here, people. 11 followers.
Yes, with a few zeros after that.
Decimal point, bud. Decimal point counts. Anyway,
it's a semicolon.
Appreciate everybody that follows us on our personal socials and our business socials, along with our Monday Morning Food Truck socials.
Yes. Please make sure we love that you guys listen, and please share to your friends. Either the actual podcast links or the YouTube link would be great too. Yeah, it's nice to be back to regular food truck talk and us not just trying to ramble through stupid topics we make up in our heads. So banana pudding was a huge hit this week, by the way. We sold out of it. We had to make it every day, which is a good problem to have, I guess. But boy,
I'm thinking about it.
Was not planning on having to make that every day.
That and a Reese's peanut butter cup pudding.
Nice. So it's more of a banana fluff, and I'm thinking that we might do a strawberry version of it for summer once strawberries come in season.
Yes, strawberry fluff.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why we went there, but okay. All right, everybody.
Because it just sounded right. Sorry. All right. Love everybody. Have a great day.
Have a great week, and we'll see you next Monday. Peace out. Bye-bye.